Talking with Kevin Iole, Jon Jones stated he will likely not defend his title against Tom Aspinall, the interim heavyweight champ, if he wins next week versus Stipe. He also indicated if he fights at all after fighting Stipe, it'll probably be against Alex Pereira. So obviously, a lot of people are going to be like, you're ducking Aspinall. Dana seems to think that Jones would fight Aspinall if he beats Stipe next week, but everything he said in the past and everything he says now seems to indicate otherwise. Like, if he fights at all, he'll fight Pereira, but not Aspinall. So obviously, he's leaving himself open to a tremendous amount of criticism. The duck of the century, scared of Aspinall, trying to fight Pereira, who's an easy fight for him. Stylistically, it would be a much more simpler matchup. Just take him to the ground. So he's openly telling everyone that he's ducking Tom. Jones sees Tom as a high risk and low reward because Tom isn't super famous and an undisputed champ. He sees Alex as a low risk because Alex has a wrestling deficiency and high reward because he's super popular and a double champ. By far the biggest ducking of an interim champion in the history of the sport, period. Greatest duck of all time. Bro's terrified. He's terrified of Aspinall. Stipe is looking to make this whole topic irrelevant by beating Jones next week. Jones is around a 3-1 favorite in that fight. Jones is answering some of his critics, like Rohan Baba. John, running away Jones. Jones says, running away to life after fighting. I'm going to be in movies one day. Mark my words. So he has aspirations of doing acting one day. And it sounds like he's interested in exiting fighting. Maybe his final fight, retiring in his home state in New York next week. He has been in this game a long time and at the top of the game for like a dozen years, so kind of makes sense. As far as acting goes, Jones will appear on a new Netflix series that actually starts today called The Cage. Jones has an appearance in that, as well as his former opponent Cyril Gane, as well as George St. Pierre. Please fight Aspinall, says Jordan Ramage. I'm sorry, bud. My days of fighting up-and-comers are over. I'm in a legends-only league right now. Some people bring up that Jones didn't want to fight DC at heavyweight. He was cool at fighting him at 205, but didn't want to fight him at heavyweight to give him any sort of strength or power advantage.
For the third time.
More devastating than you going up to heavyweight and taking his belt there?
Not as devastating as that, no. No, but me coming up short.
Yeah.
I'm a realist, you know. Daniel Cormier is a special athlete, and everyone can be beat. And I think my greatest chance of losing would be to a guy like Daniel Cormier, with giving him a power and strength advantage over me. It just doesn't make sense. Right now, I make light heavyweight very easily, and it just would make no sense to fight a guy who I think technically on your level. And to give him a size advantage, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm sure my fans don't like to hear me talk like that, but that's just me being a realist.
Yeah.
And being respectful to Daniel's abilities.
Very cool.
Are you ruling out heavyweight, period?
Oh, no, not against, I mean, a lot of people consider him the greatest ever. So to fight the greatest and give him a size advantage over you is just like, I'll fight heavyweights, just not someone as smart as DC at heavyweight.
John, you're about to ruin your GOAT legacy by ducking Tom Aspinall. It's okay, my kids' colleges are going to be paid for. Mission complete. If Jones just fights Stipe next week and retires after winning, I'd still put him as the greatest of all time. I don't think it would affect his legacy if he doesn't fight Tom Aspinall, but who do you think would be the GOAT in that situation? Let me know in the comments. It's not all negativity that's coming his way. Hey, John, show us what you got on Saturday night, man. I'll give you guys my best like I always do. Dagestani Bear says quack with the duck emojis and the steroid syringes emoji. Jones counters that by saying more like GOAT with mad money walking off into the sunset smiling. Again, alluding to that he may retire after next week's fight. Fight Alex Pereira after fighting Stipe next week. And this is where some more of the criticism comes towards Jon Jones, because he says, now we're talking, that guy is a legit star. Again, he's willing to fight Pereira, but he's not willing to fight Aspinall. So it's like, you know, you're willing to fight the guy who's an easier fight with a bigger name, but not take the harder fight against Aspinall. There's also a chance that Jones and Stipe both retire next week. Jones said he's ready to walk away from the game. And if Stipe loses, that's it for him too. He's never getting another title shot. That's all he cares about at this point in his career. At age 42, having already accomplished everything in the game, becoming a legend himself, and arguably the greatest UFC heavyweight of all time, maybe he's also done next week.
I'm telling you right now, when I do touch you, you will be panic wrestling. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And when you do panic wrestle, I'm going to put my elbow through your fucking head. I guarantee it. You watch. I'm going to make you pay.
Michael Chandler looking to face Charles Oliveira, Conor McGregor, Islam Makhachev, and Max Holloway within the next 12 months. He learned nothing from that 2-year honeydicking from Conor McGregor, but he takes on Charles Oliveira next weekend at UFC 309.
Other thing, I fuck pussy, yeah? Keep my name out of your mouth, you stupid cunt. Sick of seeing your fat bone face.
Max Holloway excited to move up to 155. He draws inspiration from Alex Pereira, who got knocked out by Adesanya and then moved up a weight class and has been on an incredible run. Cody Garbrandt had his fight with Miles Johns on Saturday. Miles Johns wanted to stay on the card, but they could not find him a replacement, so he's fighting next month, December 14th, Tampa, Florida. He'll be taking on Felipe Lima, who's won 13 in a row and won his UFC debut against Muhammad Naimov. Tracy Cortez off that card. She's getting surgery for health issues. She didn't elaborate what surgery or what health issues.
I think he's the pound for pound #1 right now. And what makes me think that Ilya will do really well against Islam is Volk's first fight with Islam. I think Ilya's wrestling is way better than Volk's, and Islam gets hit a lot. Yeah. And he's been knocked out cold before.
May the best man win, but Saturday night I'm eating chicken Alfredo for dinner, so that's what all I gotta say, man.
Rodrigo Nascimento no longer on the UFC roster after his loss last weekend. Kai Machado no longer on the UFC roster after his loss last weekend as well. A lot of people thought he should have got the decision in that fight though. In honor of UFC Apex 100 on Saturday, the UFC posted their top 10 best fights at the UFC Apex, which include Poirier, Hooker, Reyes, Prochazka, and Figueiredo Moreno.
What's up, guys? Coach Cruz right here. We're in Phoenix, Arizona for LFA 196. My boy Kai Kai is going to be doing the co-main event against a UFC veteran. Let's go. The Shoma saga continues.